I wasn't going to make a video today because we have the live stream coming up later tonight with Jack Zampolin to talk about Cosmos 2025 here at 9 p.m. Dubai time, which I hope all of you are joining later tonight. But I just woke up very, very bullish today. I woke up very, very bullish. And that's also something I guess we all deserve after years of down only. But at the same time, the big art in a bull run is to not get too emotional and to not get too excited, right? Which is very, very hard. And I know myself, I'm going to be very excited. I'm probably going to be too excited at times, especially once all our altcoins are entering price discovery and we see 40, 60, 70% pumps in a single day. What we're seeing now with XRP and hbar is just the beginning. But anyways, Jason also coming out saying that he feels like we're at a local top, not the cycle top, but a local top. And that's also something that is very necessary in a bull run. And while we're not yet seeing the retrace, we are seeing the signs of it. XRP nearing all-time highs. NFTs pumping, we talked about it yesterday. BTC up to X in 2 months. Even though we did not smash through 100K yet, but still Bitcoin is up big time. Enron apparently launching a token. Yes, the scammy Enron is launching a token, at least they teased the token. People saying that hype is the new Axie. And also Jason bought new XRP meme coins, which I didn't even know that they would exist, but apparently they do. So those are the signs. And yes, we might see 20 to 30% drawdowns, which are very, very common in a bull run, especially if you look at charts like these. This is the hedera hbar chart, which erased 1,000 days of downtrend in the span of 4 weeks. Wild stuff. And that's also why I always say you can never exit crypto. Just never exit crypto, because you're going to miss out those 3, 4, 5, 7 weeks where things just go absolutely nuts. And that's one thing in crypto, to not lose patience. Another thing is also to not lose or to not give in and chase other narratives simply because it's not your turn yet, right? That's also what I'm here doing on this channel at Cryptocito. This is a Cosmos ecosystem focused channel, and Cosmos has been underperforming a little bit over the recent months. But in my view, I'm still fundamentally committed and convinced that we're going to see a Cosmos season sooner or later. So I'm just patiently waiting for my turn, for our turn, right, as cosmonauts. And we are seeing that Atom is waking up, other coins are waking up. Secret did a nice pump, right? Saga is still trading decent. Akash network AKT had a big pump. Thorchain is doing well, but we haven't seen a full-blown Cosmos season yet. But in my view, it is going to come. And then all charts are going to look like this, right? Looks like literal shit before that, but then 4 weeks can just literally erase that. I will say though that also I have still a very decent hbar back that I actually bought many years ago. And remember also back in the days, I did interviews with Dr. Lehman Barrett, and then also I think 2 years ago, I did one with Jordan, and we talked about hedera back then. And I think hedera, in my book at least, in my portfolio, is my US and my non-blockchain, because hedera is using DAG technology, directed acyclic graph, and also my enterprise play, right? That's why I kept it in my portfolio, and I'm not mad about this 10x that it pulled now, because I think my enterprise is around 3 or 4 cents, and I also put it into staking using the Hashpack wallet as well. So yeah, hbar is still in my portfolio, and actually now one of my biggest positions in my liquid portfolio. So definitely glad to see that pump. Now, another thing that I'm glad to see is an improvement of the onboarding rails, the user and liquidity onboarding rails. And I think now, anticipating the Trump administration being a lot more pro-crypto, we're going to see a lot more announcements like these, where Coinbase integrating now Apple Pay, which means users can now purchase crypto directly with Apple Pay. Another thing to keep an eye on are the spot ETF flows, and not only for Bitcoin. I think on Bitcoin, we're all aware, and all kind of used to 9-figure inflows on a daily basis already. But now we're seeing Ethereum also slowly waking up. Another green day, 24 million yesterday. On Friday, 332, which was bigger than the Bitcoin spot ETF flows, and also the biggest inflow in recorded history for the Ethereum spot ETF. So might also be a turning point for Ethereum. And I think we all deserve a nice ETH run, maybe ETH to 10K before Christmas. That would be amazing. And I think that would cause a big alt season. Anyways, looking into the Cosmos ecosystem, one coin that we also all hope is going to do its thing, even though it's been declared death multiple times over the years. Most recently, when it went below $4, this was for many people literally the exit point where this coin is never going to recover. It's over, game over, Atom is dead. But guess what? It's still not dead. And guess what? Atom is back at $10. And guess what? It has a trading volume of $850 million in the past 24 hours for a coin that has no team, no roadmap, no coordination, is a pure mess and chaos, but it's still there, right? And I think we are at a point now where Atom, in my view at least, is not only too big to fail, but also is now getting its shit together. And there are going to be some very interesting developments to be announced very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're also going to be covering that here on the channel. But yeah, this is a nice little wake up pump. Obviously, the chart on the bigger picture still looks really, really bad. But going back to the hbar chart, we can literally pull a move like that. Snap to $50 and suddenly this is the most beautiful chart in all crypto, right? So that's really the thing, what I mean about not losing confidence, not losing patience. I will say though that at the same time, holding Atom, in my view at least, if you want to invest in Cosmos, is a must. But it's far from enough, and it should not be your only play if you want to invest in Cosmos, because now you have the Celestia, Thorchain, dYdX, Akash network, EOS, right? You have all these coins, Mantra now for RWAs. You have to place your bets in Cosmos, but according to verticals, whichever vertical you're most bullish on. Bullish on gaming, buy Saga. Bullish on metaverse, buy Passage. Bullish on compute, buy Akash. You get the point, right? Cosmos Hub Atom is the OG chain in all of Cosmos. So you have that kind of narrative around, you know, Atom being Cosmos, which is actually wrong, but I guess people are just running with it. So if Cosmos does well, I think Atom is going to do well. But then also now you have this whole narrative around Atom being an interchain service provider actually becoming a reality. And we have two new products, one being Forge. Forge is the front end for the Atom Economic Zone, the AEZ. Currently, Atom secures 3 chains on Mainnet, Neutron being a $500 million FTV DeFi hub, Stride being a $80 million FTV liquid staking market leader with over $110 million in liquid staked tokens. And then also Dungeon Chain, which I think has around 20 or 30 million FTV, just launched, also did an airdrop for the Atom community, and is a game. It's a permissioned gaming blockchain designed to enhance the Cosmos ecosystem, and also very good, guys, and the first mover for ICS V2 that just recently launched. Now we have a new chain that is coming up very, very soon, which is Aleph network, and Aleph network is also fully Atom aligned. Atom Bulls also going to be doing an airdrop to the Atom community. With Stake2, we're not only invested into Aleph, but also going to run a validator to secure Aleph with our Atom validator. And this one is originally been a perp stacks that now evolved into something bigger, a full-on DeFi suite, and is the universal liquidity layer. And they're also going to publish their airdrop checker, I think today or tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled if it's today, and follow them on Twitter. This one is also going to be a good one, I think, for the Atom community. And as I say, if ICS, interchain security, is a product that has strong demand, we're going to see 5, 10, 20, 30 chains using that, and they're all going to do an airdrop for the Atom community. Plus also you now have Hydro being the liquidity as a service initiative also on the Cosmos Hub, in which Atom liquidity gets distributed to DeFi applications in the Cosmos ecosystem. And there's a bidding process, basically an auction. The first round is ending in 3 days with currently 8 live bids. One of them is also by Drop Protocol. Drop is a liquid staking provider that is backed by Lido. So you have Lido bidding on Hydro, offering 10 million droplet points as rewards, aka tributes. So I think it doesn't look as bad, right? And as people paint it on crypto Twitter sometimes. And also keep in mind that this is a product that actually also generates you revenue. So you come here on Hydro with your atoms, you liquid stake your atoms, so you're not missing out on staking rewards, which right now are around 18 or 19%. And then on top of that, you get a 10% APR for Hydro. So you're actually getting close to 30% APR on your Atom by participating here on Hydro. But like I said, holding Atom is definitely not enough. You need to have exposure to other chains as well and other verticals. One of them being Mantra, the leader for real-world asset tokenization and fully made in Cosmos layer 1 blockchain. Yes, we are still waiting for the airdrop to be distributed. I will keep you posted here in real time on the channel and on Twitter. So bookmark the site, also activate the bell here on YouTube to not miss videos, because many times there's very, very time sensitive stuff, even today. So be sure to make this part of your daily routine. And if you watch this video on 2x, I think it's literally just a few minutes of your day. Another coin that I'm very, very, very bullish on is, of course, dYdX. I've been talking about it forever. We've been covering the migration from Ethereum to Cosmos. They launched their Cosmos L1 and now have one of the best products made in Cosmos with their perp stacks. We also now have a content partnership, a media partnership with dYdX, and also are a VIP affiliate for dYdX. But I think the dYdX token itself is still severely undervalued at $1.80. And this thing was at $28 in the last bull run. So I think still huge upside, still getting this at a 94% discount or something like that. And remember that the dYdX staking APR is roughly 12% paid out in native noble USDC, not in dYdX, but in native noble USDC. If you are a professional trader, then you can also come here on dYdX, use the affiliate link in the top video description. It's a VIP affiliate link that unlocks you special discounts, big discounts on your trading fees. And also check out the Mega Vault here on dYdX, which is basically a liquidity bucket that deploys strategies to create a market neutral environment on dYdX. And this vault generates a profit that is shared to vault depositors. So currently, this vault is paying 48% APR in USDC on your USDC. So deposit USDC, get USDC instantaneously, no lockups, no vesting, none of that. And they will also be implementing a revenue share with dYdX, which means that the APR is going to be a lot more stable so that the incentives to deposit liquidity here are also higher. And I think this is a strong product getting into this bull run that is going to make dYdX really amazing. You can trade here, by the way, a lot of pairs. A lot of them are also launchable right now. They all require $10,000 in seed liquidity, and then you can trade all these assets as well. In fact, I think we are going to launch the Saga pair here, which is currently launchable, but not yet live. So we're gonna see if we can contribute and maybe turn this also into a tutorial on how to launch markets on dYdX in a permissionless way, which is really, really beautiful. Also want to give a big shout out to everyone who has already been using the affiliate link in the top video description, because we are currently ranked second with $3.6 million in volume referred. So the C2 army is very, very strong. Much appreciate each and every one of you who is supporting also the channel and using the affiliate link. If you are a professional trader, obviously always trade with caution, trade responsibly. But this definitely helps us to sustain the channel and to also bring more and better content in the future. Now, what I'm also very excited about for the future is Thorchain Rune. And this is one coin that I've been scooping in recent weeks. And I'll literally talk to you about this here on the channel in real time. Whenever I bought here and there. I think my average is around $5.60 or something now. But had a little bit of a wake up now, 655 up 12%, and a lot of things that are cooking. One of which being that Strangelove Labs is now basically part of the core development team at Thorchain. And JP also pointed out that 8 months ago, there only was one team shipping Thorchain. Now there's more than 5. 9 realms doing the base layer, Strangelove doing chains and upgrades, Hypernative security monitoring, and Zelig and OSEC doing audits, and Ruggira Network, which is the newly acquired or merged Kujira network that JP pushed through after Kujira wrecked themselves, basically, is going to be the application layer. But yeah, later tonight with Jack Samplin, we're going to talk a lot about all of that and a lot more. So if you want to learn about Thorchain's roadmap 2025, Strangelove's role, IBC that is now finally coming to Thorchain. I remember talking with Jack about this years ago. So it's good to see that Thorchain IBC is finally here. Then tune in for that stream and ask your questions in the chat box or under this video that you're watching right now. Another team that's doing God's work in Cosmos is the Skip team. And Skip is the team that's behind Skip Go, formerly known as IBC.fun, which is the best place if you want to get onboarded into Cosmos. And last cycle, this has also been a big issue. We had this very tedious and complex user experience for trading assets on Cosmos, because you always had to manually transfer from one IBC chain to another, and to do one simple swap always took 4 or 5 steps. Now with Skip Go, this is abstracted away. You just connect your wallet, even your MetaMask wallet, your Phantom wallet. You can connect other wallets as well. You connect your wallet and you just do a swap from one chain to another. Main settlement is actually happening on Osmosis, but they have a lot of other DEXs also connected to Skip. So this basically an DEX aggregator and abstracting away all the IBC magic. So if you are new to Cosmos, then this should be your entry point. And you can literally, if you think about doing swaps between sovereign chains, then this should really be a kind of game changer and also make you understand how innovative Cosmos actually is. Another innovation in Cosmos is by the Stride team. Stride is the team behind Ecos.fun, which is an AI agents platform where you can launch your own tokens, but also where these echoes, which are basically AI agents, are doing their thing, right? And they're also running now Twitter profiles. The latest one being Vito_him, Vito the Don, which is basically an AI bot that is roasting original posters on Twitter. Example, when Zonny tweeted, if rollup stacks are interwoven, OP stack no, orbit no, ZK elastic nope, interwoven stack, which is Initia, yes. And then Vito the Don responding, shipping code no, playing Smash Bros, yes, actually launching nope, posting about other L2s, absolutely. This is and this is all AI, right? I mean, I think it's mind-blowing that this actually kind of works. And while there's no direct value accrual between Stride and Echoes, I think that if Echoes does well, which I hope it will, then there will potentially be a use case for Stride LSTs. But nonetheless, with or without Echo, I'm very, very bullish. You can see TVL on Stride is $116 million. I bought also more Stride in recent days. Stride is another one that I've been accumulating, because I think this thing is going to go to $10 sooner or later. It kind of has to, in my view, at least. If you look at the chart, this thing went to $7 here in February of 2024. And since then has been going down only below even 50, 60 cents. Now, feels like it bottomed out at around 53 cents in mid-August. And I think it's now ready for another leg up. Stride is listed on Osmosis primarily, that's where the main liquidity is, but also on Kraken. So it's also listed on Kraken. And I think that's very, very bullish, because Kraken, in my view at least, also one of the best centralized exchanges out there. Now let's talk briefly about Osmosis, which is a big, big sleeper. And I don't know what this thing is doing below $1. I think Osmo below $1 is an absolute no-brainer. And I think Osmo is just lagging behind for some reason. But like I said earlier, just got to be patient and wait our turn. And I'm waiting also patiently my turn on Osmo. Also been scooping up more and more Osmo in the background. So Osmo, Stride, Thorchain, dYdX, those are some of the coins that I've been buying in recent weeks. But if you look at the stats, the numbers, the integrations for Osmosis, they're still kings. They're still kings in Cosmos. And trading volume hitting $37 billion. Block time went down to 1.6 seconds, and it's going to be faster. 300 million on-chain transactions. And they also now have this burn mechanism where 2.1 million Osmo already got burned. Then they're also doubling down on Osmosis being the premier DEX for Bitcoin, which is a goal that Sunny set earlier this year. And they're also going to ship Polaris very soon, the token portal. So hopefully that will also have an impact to revive and restore some of the excitement and price movements for the Osmo token. If you look at some numbers, at least, that are very, very promising, it is the fact that Bitcoin trade volume is has crossed $20 million for the past 2 days. So that is very nice to see. And hopefully we can 5, 10, 20x that number this bull run. Now wrapping up with a few fire news. Number one, Jeremy, a legendary 101 bat kit, has just been sold for 1,000 Atom, which is now actually nearly 10,000 US dollars. And that's a very rare bat kit. This is how Jeremy looks like. So congratulations to both buyer and seller, I guess. Then also Saga teasing a holiday campaign and also teasing Vault 2.0 to redefine rewards. Definitely one to put on your watch list as well. Remember also that the Vault 8 claim is going to be opened very, very soon. Can literally be any day now. Then we have MilkyWay, which started off as a liquid staking protocol on Osmosis, but now emerged into a restaking layer that is being built on top of Initia as a rollup on Initia, but also using Celestia for DA. And they just announced that in December they're launching the first restaking protocol for Celestia, basically making TIA also restakeable, which is very nice to see. And I think there's also maybe some alpha right here with Fairblock, Newbit, which is also a Bitcoin aligned project, Superside, Blackwing, SpiceNet. Those are all projects that are very, very new and I think are going to be secured via MilkyWay. MilkyWay also a project that I've personally invested in, and I'm excited to see this coming to life, obviously. I'm also, by the way, very close to announcing C2 Ventures to also formalize all the investments I've been doing over the past 4 years and that I'm going to do for the years to come. Now, very time sensitive. Today is the day, the launch of Namada Mainnet. We are hours away from the ignition from Namada to launch its mainnet. Remember, there's going to be 5 phases. We're going to closely trace and cover all of these phases here on this YouTube channel. Also, with regards to your airdrop, that is only going to be transferable in phase 5, but especially around phase 5, we're going to do some special content. And also Movement Labs also close to launching their mainnet, literally also days away. Yesterday was the last day to register for your airdrop. I hope you all did that. Like I also gave you a heads up yesterday in the video. and constant reminders also before that. But yeah, Movement about to launch the Move token, which initially is going to launch as an ERC20 token on Ethereum. But then once Movement is fully functional, it will be migrated over there. Now that's all for now. Today's a good day, a green day so far at least. I hope I'll see you later in the stream with Jack. Until then, stay safe and be good.